Welcome back to If You Know, You Know. Today we're diving into something a little different, but also very delicious. A brand new shop that just launched in Montreal. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Amazing. For those who haven't heard of you, what is Tocks Meats and what sets you apart from a regular grocery store?
Um, well, first, thanks for having me on the show. This is cool. So basically, thought about this for a little while. I've been trying to work through what we actually are, as we're not traditional, I don't think. And I think we are like I fit into that specialty food producer
Hmm.
slash sandwich shop.
Okay.
And so basically, really focused on the direct to consumer meat business, deli style meats,
Hmm.
finished products, excuse me, and then ultimately weekends want to be just a cool spot to come grab
Okay.
sandwiches.
So there are sandwiches there.
Yeah, so just the weekends, we want to be just weekend sandwiches, throwing
Yeah.
down things that you're not really getting in the city
Hmm.
at this point. So focusing on things or our meats and taking them and making some of the classics with a bit of a twist. So
Hmm.
like weekends, this upcoming weekend, we have the Reuben, we have Philly cheese, we have
Ooh.
a pulled brisket
Well, that would be
sandwich,
next weekend. I mean,
or
no, sorry,
yeah,
last
last
weekend. Okay,
weekend,
because
this
it's only
weekend,
coming out on
right?
Wednesday.
True. So
So, what would be next
next
weekend, though?
weekend is gonna be so the Reuben, the Philly cheese have really hit hard,
Okay.
so we kind of
Never
keep
had a
them
Philly
for now.
cheese.
No,
I'll have to come.
definitely have to come through,
Yeah.
and then we'll be introducing our Cubano.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring the Cubano on, and so every kind of couple weeks we'll change it
Hmm.
up, bring a new sandwich in, take one out.
And see what does well.
Yeah, so the
Hmm.
weekends are just a time to kind of showcase, have some fun, hang out in the shop.
Hmm.
People come through,
Where are you
sell
located?
a certain amount.
Just so people.
We are located 7629 St. Hubert, corner of
Okay.
Villeray. So I guess like it's considered Villeray on
Hmm.
the outskirts of like Little Italy.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then let's go back a little. What made you
No
want to
problem.
open a shop?
So,
And also in Montreal, out of all places. Obviously, you live here, but.
yeah, being from Montreal. So the journey started a bunch of years back. Decided that this would be a fun thing to open up an actual deli restaurant in Shanghai
Hmm.
back in 2011, 2012. And then when came back here for some other reasons, moved away from the food business and kept realizing that I'm one, missed it, and two, uh, I've wanted for a long time to produce products that are really 100% clean, transparent, uh, kind of bring back deli in a way
Hmm.
where so many people have just been like, "Oh, I can't eat that. It's too salty, or there's
Yeah.
too many nitrates. I don't know what's in it." Yada yada yada.
Kind of like a
So I kind
subway. Yeah.
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 So I had this vibe of like, could I do it? Does it make sense? And when I was back here in Montreal, I was like, well, Montreal, in my humble opinion, is in the top of the deli culture in
Yeah.
North America. And so being from here, having a network and
Hmm.
wanting to kind of redefine maybe what deli is,
Hmm.
thought, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then what's been the biggest challenge since you opened your doors?
Oh yeah, I think we all deal with this in the industry, but for me specifically, it was initially the location, the venue, the build out. You forget, or at least I did,
Hmm.
how old a lot of these buildings are, where they
Yeah.
are, how they were built, and so we ran into some pretty serious
Hmm.
structural issues, plumbing issues that almost couldn't be resolved due to some really nonsense.
Wow.
So that was one of the first challenges. And then the consistent challenge is suppliers. Really, it's a whole podcast
Yeah.
conversation thing to have on its own, but finding quality suppliers, transparent products,
Hmm.
really just the information that you would want to get
Hmm.
has been
Okay.
more challenging than I was expecting,
Hmm.
and interestingly enough, way harder than it was for me when I was in China,
Hmm. Oh,
strangely.
wow.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone says. They want to know where the product is from.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to our next question. How do you approach that though? Like, why is yours different than other people's?
Um, I mean, I can't necessarily speak for other people. For me, it really comes down to being 100% transparent.
Mhm.
So, mean what you say what you mean type of
Mhm.
thing. And being in this game for a long time, dealing with meats for a long time, focusing on being a finished producer of meats, uh, I try as hard as I possibly can to work with suppliers that have allowed me on the
Mhm.
premise, allowed me to walk around, see what they're doing,
Yeah.
see their animals from start to finish.
Mhm.
And then, secondly, when we get them, is being able to have documentation of when the animal was slaughtered, when it
Right.
was
So you're not
packaged.
slaughtering the
No,
animal.
I am definitely not slaughtering the animal. We are definitely not a butcher shop. We don't produce or break down raw meats or
Okay.
sell raw meats. I do get certain primal cuts, so
Mhm.
bigger cuts that I break down to make my products,
Mhm.
but definitely not a butcher shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you work with local farmers, like, from Quebec or
Yeah,
just
yes. So I've tried really hard to do that everywhere. And as I mentioned, it's definitely a challenge.
Mhm.
For pork and turkey, we have some great farms that I work directly with,
Mhm.
both in the Quebec regions, roughly hour and a half from Montreal, give or
Mhm.
take. For chicken, it's definitely been a challenge. That's a whole industry that's also a
Yeah.
little bit strange. And then for beef, Quebec doesn't necessarily have big volume capabilities to provide
Yeah.
beef. So currently working with some beef out of PEI.
Okay.
However, I will say the price of beef is unnecessarily expensive.
Yeah.
And so
So does that mean that your sandwiches are more expensive because of that?
I think I'm right in line with where most other brands
Okay.
are in the industry. However, I definitely factor in
Yeah.
the cost of the
No,
raw
because I
materials.
find when
Yeah,
people don't wanna spend a lot on something, but then they also want local and this and that, and you're like, "Okay, well, then you have to spend money to get local and good stuff." That's the
correct.
problem. People don't get it, though. They just don't get it.
Some people don't. I think I'll give people a bit more credit, maybe,
Okay.
that they're starting to understand, because you're feeling it individually in the grocery store for like basic stuff like grapes.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those items that I think people pay attention to
Mhm.
for some strange reason. So I think it's kind of evolving, but you're right. It's still at the end of the day, people want it, but then when the sticker price shows up,
Exactly.
it's like, it's
There you go.
yeah.
And then what's the one cut of meat you wish more people knew about or tried cooking?
I think overall, bigger pieces of meat. One I'll pick is definitely like a pork shoulder, for
Mhm.
example, because I think it's super versatile. You can do so many things with
Mhm.
it, and actually, you don't have to spend so much
Yeah.
time on it. You can
Okay.
literally take it, put whatever flavors you want on it, and then
Mhm.
cook it low and slow for however many hours you
Mhm.
want. And then you can shred it, you can slice it, you could really kind of use it in a multitude of ways.
Yeah.
So I think like pork shoulder slash
You know what you
bigger
should do?
cuts of
You
meat.
should make a cookbook. You're like, "No? Maybe that's in the works?"
I think maybe one day would be fun.
Yeah. Maybe
And
too
I
busy
think
right
I
now.
would go down the path of like Maddie Matheson a bit on the
Okay.
sandwich vibe,
Yeah.
sandwich salads. I really,
I know, but some people don't
yeah,
know how to cook a meat,
yeah.
and they need that cookbook
What do
to
you
tell
think
them.
of like videos, like short
Okay.
videos?
Are you on
I
TikTok?
mean, kind of, yes,
Okay.
I'm on TikTok. I mean, I don't manage that stuff. I'm
Okay,
not
you
the
have someone.
biggest social media
Yeah.
person,
Well,
but
as this
getting more and more
podcast
comfortable
yeah,
with it,
well,
yeah.
we always talk about if social media is worth it, and everyone says it's worth it. So
Oh, it's
get your
100% worth it.
ass on
Oh,
social
for
media,
sure.
okay?
You are
You're
I'm
like, "Okay."
following, I got it, I'm
Yeah.
doing it. Tori, I'm there, I'm there.
Well, if
Yeah.
social media didn't exist, we wouldn't have met and you
No,
wouldn't be on here.
it's
So there
true,
you go.
true,
And
true.
then if you could design the ultimate Montreal meal using your meats, what
Yeah.
would be on the table?
This one I think is pretty easy, but I'll do a little twist. It would certainly be my smoked meat,
Hmm.
proper, just old traditional smoked meat sandwich.
Okay.
And then I would do on the side the half sour pickles. I love spicy,
Yeah.
so been messing around with some cherry bomb peppers that are pretty spicy. So I throw a
Wow.
couple of those on. Also, color wise,
Hmm.
look really pretty. And then finally, poutine with some pulled
Oh,
barbecue
yeah.
brisket on top, and instead of
I'm not
just
gonna lie,
a
I'm a regular
yeah,
poutine kinda
are
gal,
you?
but yeah,
Okay.
but maybe I'll try it. But I do find every sandwich place I've been to
Yeah.
lacks the like, flavor, the spice. So,
In the sandwich?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
you
know.
gotta come check
I'll
us
come
out.
to you.
Come check us
Not
out.
gonna lie, I haven't
Yeah.
been, but I'll come,
Yeah,
okay?
for
Before
sure. Weekends,
maybe
anytime.
before the episode comes out, okay?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
And then Montrealers love their food. How do you see yourself fitting into the food scene? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
It's a good question. So, straightforwardly, I want to become synonymous both here in Canada and the US
Yeah.
as the premier clean
Mhm.
deli meat brand. So,
Okay.
whether it's bacon, whether it's smoked meat, whether it's roast chicken,
Mhm.
just being in people's homes 5 years from now, I really want to cut out the middleman. I don't want to deal with retailers. I
Mhm.
want to go direct to source.
Right.
We get it today. We process it tomorrow. You receive it 5 days later,
Mhm.
and you have the
Okay.
cleanest, healthiest, tastiest meat
So you don't wanna be in
available.
any grocery stores?
No, I mean, I say that today. You know how
Yeah.
life works. Things evolve, things change. But for the brand Talks, I find that we lose the connection to our
Mhm.
customers, to our people, to
Yeah.
the space if we're asking somebody else to do are talking for us, I
Yeah.
guess, pun intended. So really focused on
Yeah.
ultimately in
But then you're
five
gonna have to
years.
open, like, 10 places.
So yeah, so I think I've been working on this strangely for about 10 years now, on and off. So it was
Okay.
never really an aha moment. Oh, I need to
Yeah.
do this, and that happened like in the shower. It
Okay.
was more of like, oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Not possible. Not
Mhm.
possible. And so fast forward, I think that the model that I've built right now, which is 1,000 square feet. We have our production facility one side. We have a storefront on the other.
Mhm.
If that works and I'm able to do that and build that idea brand here in Montreal, then I feel confident that we can kind of do it anywhere.
Mhm.
And it would be really localizing production in the city and or region that you're in.
Mhm.
So Montreal and Canada have a lot of regulations and strange rules as it relates to meat production, selling, where you can go. So, for example,
Okay.
we
Didn't know
can't
that.
produce meats in Montreal and sell to Ontario. So if I wanted to sell meat to Toronto, I
Mhm.
would have to open up a shop in Toronto to
Okay.
sell to Ontario. In the US, however,
Right.
you can make meats in Miami, sell to New Hampshire, it doesn't matter. And so ultimately, the idea is to figure out how big of a space we would need to produce X amount of meat to service X amount of space or
Mhm.
region, and really call it a day.
Mhm.
I'm kind of strange in that way. I don't want to continue building, building, building to make
Yeah.
the most. It's really difficult to produce products, to find the right producers, to have a great time doing it and doing it consistently.
Mhm.
So the idea is to figure out that sweet spot and service areas, make a certain amount, and that's what we have on a weekly, monthly
Mhm.
basis. And we hope that our customers be like, "Oh, I want that. I want to
Yeah.
join the Talks team party. Like, I want to make sure I'm there on a weekly, monthly
Right.
basis because we can't produce like the Oscar Mayers, the Boar's Heads, like these
Mhm.
guys that are massive. The idea
Right.
would be to localize small production facilities
Mhm.
to maintain that connection with
Okay, I love that.
local
So if someone was to come to your
brands.
place
Yeah,
tomorrow, what should they get? Or what's your favorite thing?
keep getting asked this. So I love a Reuben. I mean, I'm
Okay.
a big fan of like I'm a big fan of sandwiches, but the Reuben is
Mhm.
definitely I think so far what's put us a bit on the map with the people who know.
Mhm.
That being said, what I've noticed is whatever your favorite style of meat is, we're gonna crush it.
Yeah.
And so, if you love Philly cheesesteaks,
Mhm.
we do a Philly, but we put our own twist on it. We have a Texas style like pulled brisket sandwich,
Mhm.
but we also put our own spin on it. That being said, if you're coming for the first time, the Reuben is
Okay.
probably what
And
you
then
want to
what's in the
get.
Reuben? Obviously, people know, but just
In our Reuben is we hand slice smoked meat on the weekends.
yeah.
So hand slice smoked meat, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and a homemade Thousand Island dressing, which is unlike most
Mhm.
other Thousand Island dressings that people think of.
Yeah. Well, because then they think of a,
The craft,
yeah, like a gross, yeah. But yours isn't, obviously.
it's handmade, it's homemade, and we put
Okay.
a yeah, it's
So
it's
what's the
solid.
difference between your smoked meat and let's just say Lester's or Schwartz's?
So there's a few main
Yeah.
differences. The first one being we're 100% clean, so there's no nitrites, no
Mhm.
preservatives, no
So can
additives, no
pregnant women eat it? If
pregnant
there's
women.
no Oh!
That's our unofficial slogan. You stole it.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well,
It's
well, no,
amazing.
that's
No,
actually
it's
amazing.
yeah.
People should know that
Yes.
because people I remember my sister-in-law was pregnant and she couldn't eat anything and well, not anything, but just
Yeah.
that stuff. So
Yeah.
that's amazing to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we put so there's no celery salts, there's no alternative curing agents.
Okay.
And also we have generally 30 to 50% less salt than the traditional products you'll see in the
Yeah.
grocery
So your
stores.
ankles won't swell after.
Correct.
No, I'm kidding. But mine whenever I eat something very salty, my
Yeah.
ankles instantly blow up
Yeah.
and I could feel it in my feet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the test
Yeah,
this
you're good.
weekend.
I love it.
Because next weekend I
Test
have a
it.
wedding.
Yeah.
I'm coming this weekend.
We're looking forward to it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's amazing. So pregnant women can eat. Okay.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
why again one of those questions we've received just to finish
Sorry.
that's why our smoked meat isn't pink.
Okay.
Like it's not bright pink. And that
Right.
comes from the prog powder curing salts. So ours is the color of meat as it's cooked.
Hmm.
And then when we slice it and you get it could be on the bit of the grayish side
Hmm.
because it's just really cooked meats
Right.
that
But
have
everyone's so
great
scared.
flavors.
They'll probably be like, "Oh, it's gray, blah blah blah." But no, it's because it's not fully processed
Correct.
and weird. Okay. And then
Yeah.
what was your first food you ever loved as a child? Now we're getting into the
Yeah.
nitty-gritty here.
I would probably say chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah. I would probably say
Yeah, chicken wings are good.
like my
Do you sell
mom
chicken wings?
we do not.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe maybe in the future.
These
I
are
don't do
rapid
anything fried.
questions.
I don't do
Okay.
anything fried in the shop.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it again as
Clean.
clean
Okay.
and, in air quotes, healthy as possible as it relates to sandwiches
Okay.
and then ultimately salads and just good meats.
Okay. And then last meal on earth.
Oh man, I think yeah, it's definitely like just a 20-ounce or maybe even a 36-ounce
Yeah.
porterhouse medium rare
Okay.
baked potato, French fries, coleslaw,
That's good. Baked
homemade
potato
seed.
and French
Yeah,
fries.
for sure.
Wow.
You need
Okay.
both.
You need both. Yeah.
You need both.
Yeah.
Like you need the
Fully loaded
yeah,
potato,
yeah,
like a
fully
Monte
loaded
Carlo.
potato. Correct.
Yeah.
Like Gibby's
Yeah.
style or the old Moishes
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you love to come into your store? It could be celebrity, a chef, whoever, dead or alive.
Oh my god.
And by the way, these were not in the questions I
No, they
sent
were
you, so
not. They were
sorry.
not.
Well, because you're zipping by the
I'm
questions.
flying by the
Yeah.
questions. Um, I mean, on a food side, it would have, for obvious, not obvious, but Anthony Bourdain would have
Yeah.
been like
That would
just
have been
because of
amazing.
his vibe. I would say I think it'd be super cool if Maddie Matheson came through, as I
Okay.
do respect
Yeah.
what he's done. One, I think he's hysterical on the bear, but
Hmm.
also I love his cookbook. I love his creativity, originality. So it'd be
Hmm.
cool to see his feedback.
Yeah.
And then
Well, you should send him stuff.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll help you with that one.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So I think that,
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, to be sappy and stuff, I think it would have been awesome to have my grandfather come through.
Okay.
Yeah. He passed a few
That's
years
nice.
back. We were super close. So it would have been
Hmm.
cool for him to see what I'm
What
doing
you're
now.
doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's your favorite underrated food spot in Montreal that deserves more hype?
I
And
gotta
you can't
get,
say your own
yeah, I
place.
know for
No, I'm
sure
kidding.
not. I gotta give the shout out to Mile End Rotisserie. They're on
Okay.
St. Theater, St. Urban. The boys over there, I think I eat there 3 times a week, really. It's the
Okay.
best Portuguese chicken in the city. I'll
Noted.
fight for them all the
Yeah.
time. And they're actually really awesome dudes who really care about what they're doing.
Hmm.
So that would be a
Okay.
spot that I would
It's
love
funny
to
because
push.
I always ask that question and
Yeah.
I never know what they're saying. Like I never
Yeah.
I've heard of these places, so I
Yeah.
should start
You should,
like a thing of places. Yeah, that's thank
and
God.
you
That's right.
start your TikTok places.
Exactly. What's one food trend in the city you just don't get? Or in the world?
Uh,
Or you don't have to answer that
I
one.
don't
Not
get
sure.
I don't get like people's interest to like push like the strange envelope,
Mhm.
like taking certain items, putting them together
Yeah.
to try to like find the next one.
Right.
I find it a bit strange, although I think social media
I know.
overall is a
Now
little
it's
bit
all like
strange.
if you're not a
Um,
weirdo on
yeah,
TikTok, you're
you're
not
not
anything.
doing it. You're
Yeah.
not doing it.
So,
So, and I honestly, I don't spend that much time on
yeah.
social media, so I don't even know
No
what's
time because you're
happening.
so
So
busy.
yeah, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, running around, head cut off, running around, trying to do this thing. Yeah.
So okay, so just the weirdness.
Yeah, overall the weirdness, I will say there was like as it relates to me, I recently tried that pickle cheese sandwich
Oh, what? Yeah.
and
But you made it
that
yourself?
yeah, I tried it
Because they
out
did it was like
and
the Jimmy John's thing. I
so the
had it.
pickle which I made, I
Okay.
also did like a quick
But
video
it's at
and
the
it was
store?
good. So we don't serve it in shop, but I tried it out and
Yeah.
I love pickles and I love meat and it
Okay.
kind of wasn't bad.
I know I had it at
Oh,
Jimmy
you
John's and
did? How
it
was
was
it?
actually good.
Yeah.
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 I mean, like how if you love pickles, then obviously it's
Yeah, it
gonna be good.
smashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you sell pickles at your store?
We do.
You make your
So
own.
I make my own half
Okay.
sours,
Yeah.
spicy half sours, pickled jalapenos. I love pickling stuff
Hmm.
overall. But I will say I will put up my pickles against anybody these
Okay.
days. Yeah. So if you
Well,
like
we
half
should
sour
do
pickles, let's go.
yeah.
We should do
We
a
should do like a
pickle.
pickle thing.
Yeah, we should. New
um,
content. Let's go.
be honest, how many test runs did it take before you knew you nailed something?
Oh, that's a really good
And by
one.
the way, the only reason why I'm going off script is because we went through the
All
questions
of
and
the questions.
it's 9:40 right now. Like, fuck. It's gonna be
Yeah.
usually 30 minutes
Yeah.
is what people actually listen to. But
Hmm.
so we have like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, it sounds great. I will say, side story, like when I first got into this game and decided to open up something in China,
Hmm.
when I got to before and when I got to Shanghai, to figure out my smoked meat recipe,
Hmm.
it took me no joke 50 attempts.
Okay.
Like that was the game out there. Like
Yeah.
I was constantly trying to figure it out. Coming back here, it took me 3 months and what I'll say is like 6 or 7 different
Hmm.
tweaks recipes to make a product that I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I'll serve this to other humans with pride."
With pride. Yeah.
I'm super picky that way. I think um, doing something consistent and at a high level
Hmm.
is really, really difficult.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it was about 3 months of testing and making, when I finally was like, "Okay, I like that.
Okay. And you're like, I'll serve this to
I'll
people.
serve this to people." The
Okay.
turkey hit quicker. Like, my roasted
Right.
turkey, smoked turkey also, I think, is pretty fire.
Yeah.
And those kind of
Hmm.
came together. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll
Amazing.
say that, yeah.
And then I was talking about this morning. Do you find in Montreal entrepreneurs support other entrepreneurs, or you think they're competitive with each other?
I think uh,
We don't have to add this
yeah,
in,
oh, no,
but
I
if
dig it.
depends on
I
your
dig it.
answer,
Depends on the answer. Um,
because I find they
yeah.
don't. People are way too competitive in this
So
world.
I love the question, and I'll make a quick comparison. Again, going back to my days,
Yeah.
I think because Montreal is actually like a very big small city,
Hmm.
and we have a lot of people, but we don't really. And
Yeah.
so I'll speak about the food industry. I don't think, or maybe I'm not part of that group also
Hmm.
because I haven't been here for a long time. I
Yeah.
spent more time out of the city, so I'm not in the F&B culture here. I do find that certain people or certain groups definitely
Hmm.
support, and you can tell and see it. Overall, don't necessarily feel that there's like a massive support
Hmm.
system or people really wanting other people to succeed. Uh, I
Do you find it's because you're not a chef
uh, I
by
think
trade?
I think that definitely was something that's started when I was on the other side of the world.
Okay.
And within a short period of time, when you get to meet people, and it's a little bit different out there because we're all foreigners,
Mhm.
all expats, we all want each other to succeed, because the more
Mhm.
places that do well, the better it was for everybody. And
Exactly.
so very quickly it was like, oh, I don't know, Brian, he's not a chef.
Yeah.
Forget him.
That is the
And then it
issue,
was
though.
like, oh, you meet somewhere, you go to someone's place, you have a cross connection. Then it was like, oh yeah, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I tried his
They have
food.
to know,
Okay.
yeah, they have to know someone to say, "Oh,
Yeah.
she's a good
She's
person."
cool.
And it's like, "Oh, is
Oh,
she a good person? Oh, okay." It's
maybe
like
I'll go check it out. Yeah.
exactly. I find it so ridiculous.
Here, I think it's different. And also here, everything seems to be moving so fast,
Mhm.
or people think it is. And
Mhm.
so something opens, you go, and then if it doesn't hit, or even if
Yeah.
it hits, you're kind of like, okay, what's coming next? And so
Yeah.
overall, my long answer to your short question is no, I don't think that there's a big support system here in
Mhm.
entrepreneurship. I can't speak for other industries.
Mhm.
In F&B, I
What does that
think
mean?
food and beverage.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably should have known that.
I
Okay.
think
Exactly. People would be like, "Oh, she didn't even know that.
I,
She's a fraud."
I think friends support friends, and everybody else kind
But no,
of,
but sometimes they
maybe they
don't.
don't. I don't know.
I've found like friends are actually your biggest
Yeah, enemy.
hater.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Maybe not yours. I don't know. No, I just find I just see things that
Yeah.
happen and I'm like, you should be happy for your
Yeah.
friends. You should want to support them.
Yeah.
They should, if you
I
have a new
agree.
freaking sandwich, they should be saying, "Oh my God, go to his spot, Instagram it, go do whatever." Even if they have 10 followers. That's,
Yeah.
you know what? The people with the 10 followers are actually better
Yeah.
because then people will actually listen to them. If a blogger goes in and has 1 million followers, is someone going to listen to that? They're probably going to think it's
No.
paid.
Correct.
But your friends should support you.
Your friends should support you. Bottom line,
Yeah,
period, support. Yeah.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Um yeah. One, this has been super fun.
Has it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've watched a couple of the episodes. You got great energy, great vibe.
Okay.
So whoever's thinking about coming on here, you should.
Oh, amazing.
Also, yeah, obviously a plug for us. We're doing something a little bit different in the industry here. We're not trying or looking to compete. I think that there's a place for everybody.
Mhm.
I have nothing but love for the OGs of the game, Schwartz's, Snowden Deli, to name a couple.
Mhm.
There's also a bunch of other restaurants, food groups doing really well.
Mhm.
I'm good friends with the boys over at Parma Cafe. I love them. I want them to do really
Yeah.
well.
Well, they're growing fast.
They're
No?
growing fast. They're doing their thing. So
Mhm.
shout out to the boys over there. And Retox, yeah, just give us a shot. We're literally about transparency, quality. Everything is on our website. Everything is direct to consumer order. We deliver. There's pickup.
Mhm.
We're
Oh, you deliver.
yeah, that's part
Amazing.
of our
Okay.
business. It's part of
Okay.
the business model, is really making it as convenient and
Mhm.
easy as possible. Um, Really, whether you're mom taking care of a household, dad taking care of a household, couple, single,
Yeah.
go online, pick your
Mhm.
Talks box,
'Cause
or
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's a little far for people.
yeah.
Not for
Oh
everyone,
no, for sure.
'cause my
So
brother lives near you. I'm gonna tell him
yeah,
to go.
yeah,
But,
it's
for me, I live
definitely
in St. Henry, so it would be far, but
s-
it took me 48 minutes to get home from your area yesterday to
yes,
my area.
yes.
But now
It's
that you deliver,
getting around Montreal these days is a
yeah.
little bit challenging,
That's
but
why everyone's
yes.
like, "Take a bike." I'm like, "I don't want to fucking bike." But
I don't want to
yeah,
bike either.
maybe if it's
Uh
like not 90 million degrees,
Degrees.
maybe I'll bike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, so once it cools down, you'll see Tori on a
But you
bike.
know what?
Yeah.
You have delivery,
We
so
do have
that's
delivery.
so no
Check
one
us
has
out.
any excuse for anything.
Correct. Check us out.
Yeah.
Um And if you do happen to make your way into our area,
Mhm.
or really want to try a couple of sandwiches that you can't find, one, you can't find in the city, and two, will become one of your favorite sandwiches, come check us out on the
Okay.
weekends.
That'll be the slogan.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You
Done.
know what? You gotta love your, you
Oh,
know?
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Done.
so now I'm starving. Huge thank you to you for coming on and giving us a peek behind the counter. If you're in Montreal, go check them out and support local. And as always, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.